Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So TCU's offense comes onto the field first today. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
They'll run it from the gun. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. The Horned Frogs have their offense in high gear. To the ground with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Horned Frogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to pull his way in. Big fella's not going to make it to the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Pushes toward the goal line. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. And the Tigers backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. They'll give it to Johnson. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off. hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Makes the grab. It's Robinson. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. Give to the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
I'll tell you what, to get home to the quarterback and force pressure while just rushing 3 allows your back end to cover so much space. Now you got 8 guys in coverage. It makes you really dynamic in the back end of your defense.
He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
DB's right up on the receivers. Gives it on the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Well, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Yeah, and you see quarterbacks back there pointing and telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay? He was not prepared for that. He comes scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that one.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. With the catch, it's Kane. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
Motion from the wide receiver. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Craver. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. A 1st and 10 for this offense. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. He's got him in the flat. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. They want to run this quarterback. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Using the quick game. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get past to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Use the play fake, down the throw. The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
Breaks into the open.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for room. It's Cook. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some... They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Takes a hit as he fires. Got it in the middle. It's Kearney. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They're going to ride this running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. The corners are walked up tight. Running back searching for a hole. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll bring him down at the 15-yard line as he made some hay after picking off that pass. So here comes the Auburn offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what the...
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, Tigers. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Texas has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Man, this offense, they needed that one in the worst way, right? They're getting blown out in this game so far, and as we get close to halftime, they've got to be able to put a good drive together. They've got to be able to come away with a touchdown here, close the gap a little bit going into the second half.
The Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on second down. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the grab at the 10. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Makes the catch. It's Craven. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Still backed up pretty deep. It's 2nd and 5 from the 15. Quarterback making checks. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, the offense did not get enough. They got to understand the sticks. Maybe he should have thrown that on the RPO, right? It's tough. You got to read that really, really quickly. Now brings up a 4th down, decision time for this offense.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Caught behind the line. It's Bridges. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Braxton. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complimentary football type deal. The offense now needs to...
Oh, a lot of space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Buys a little extra time. He'll pull it down. Turning it on! Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going for 6. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Auburn!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Pat Dye Field in Jordan-Hare.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently and to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
The Horned Frogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He's got him. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Horned Frogs have this offense rolling. They'll go back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Bridges. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Horned Frogs will line it up on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Auburn offense. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Pulls it in, it's Simmons. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Give to the single back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's inside the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points.
Touchdown, Auburn! Excellent pass by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those 3rd downs more.
Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kearney. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Horned Frogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going right to work up top. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The offense changing the play. They'll go back to the air on second down. Finds a man on the right. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Craven. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defense denying a big play as we've played 3 quarters. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To throw, it's St. Clair. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can spell the touchdown from here. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Firing to the right, complete. And he gets back on top of it, and averts disaster. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
Man, when these receivers fumble the football, oftentimes it's out in the open field, and you have no idea who's going to jump on it. That's oftentimes how you see scooping scores. He's lucky he was able to recover his own fumble.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Got it looking for the first down. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome.
Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole.
Going for it all. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Right on the money. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Moving away from pressure. Throwing on the run. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Back to throw. It's St. Clair. On target. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Man, when I blitz as a defense, I want to get home. I got to get to that quarterback, get him on the ground, not hit him as he's throwing and he gets it off. Right here, just a split second too late. Didn't get to the quarterback in enough time. The quarterback did a good job assessing it and making a play down the field.
Bringing the heat. The short hands, it's Simmons. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Has to get there to move the sticks. Quick step and go. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. All they needed were a couple of inches, and they were able to convert on 4th down.
And I like the play call. You don't have to be perfect when you just need a couple of inches. I mean, you got a back that you trust that can lower his pads, fall forward, go get it. Love the call.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got a man, it's Pfeiffer. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. And this one is perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Pulls and fires complete.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tiger. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He leaves it with his back. Can't get him to the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Complete downfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
Okay, ready?
And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They'll operate out of split backs. Looking downfield on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Snagged in the middle, it's Baker. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That's